Welcome back to the Franklin Pickleball Masters Pro Invitational here, hosted by Chicken N Pickle. We are in Wichita. This is Rusty from Pickleball Channel. We are about to show you a men's doubles match. This is actually a semifinal. We're going to have Kyle Yates and Matt Wright playing against, if you were here previously, you just saw a match with Steve Deakin and Dave Weinbach. So we are at the championship court. Chicken N Pickle have actually created a championship court here at their venue. We've already seen some amazing play. We're thankful to have Franklin as the title sponsor of this tournament and Chicken N Pickle hosting and many other sponsors who make this possible. I hope you guys are ready for another great men's doubles match.
Wow. Quick Arnie there.
All right, Dave, looking to the side. Looked like he might have had a question for a foot fault, but saying it's good. 0-0-1. Kyle serves. One 0-1. Yates serves. Deakin returns.
Great lob by Kyle. Just mixing things up.
See, he's working his way back up to the net. So it looked like Matt and Kyle bumped into each other a little bit. Yeah. Ball went wild.
1-0-2.
Wright serves. 1-0-2.
All right, Dave Weinbach serving to Matt Wright here.
Point.
I think Matt thought that was coming harder than it was. That off speed fooled him there. 1-1-1. Weinbach serving to Yates. Driver was long there. Side out, Matt Wright serving. 1-1-1. Matt and Kyle won their pool earlier, going undefeated, Yates and Wright, and Weinbach and Deakin finished second in their pool. So this is a semifinal matchup.
Soft game commences.
Wow.
Kyle looks to go around line. Steve gets it, but then leaving too much of a hole. Kyle fills that hole. Going for a point. So as Andy was saying, the winner of this match is going to go on to compete for gold in that $10,000 prize.
In the other semifinal, we have Ben Johns and his brother Colin Johns will face Joey Farias and Adam Stone. Great spot by Dave there. Made Matt reach and just couldn't quite get it back.
2-2-1.
2-2-1. Great reset. 2-2-2. Oh. Great gets by Matt Wright there. Steve Deakin and Dave Weinbach receiving here just came off a 3-game match against Jeff Warnick and Riley Newman. It was a war, so Yates and Wright earned a bye by winning their pool. Oh boy, little miscommunication there. Little miscommunication. Deakin hesitated, and Weinbach told him that was his ball. What a great reset by Steve Deakin there. Oh, fantastic point there. Wow. Matt closed that hole down the middle so fast. Steve hit that exactly where he needed to hit that ball.
4-2-2.
And it came back. Wow. Sneaky little down the line shot by Kyle there was read by Deakin.
2-4-1.
Big drive.
Matt Wright doesn't miss that one very
Yeah, he's
often.
frustrated at that. You can see it on his face. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We are at the Franklin Pickleball Masters Pro Invitational, hosted by Chicken N Pickle. The score is 3-4-1. We are in a semifinal of the men's doubles. The winner of this is going to go on to compete for what?
Gold and $10,000. Wow, too good. Just a beautiful angle there. Caught Steve Deakin leaning the left side, and Matt put it by him. Just a beautiful angled shot.
Keep that ball. 4-3-1.
Oh, ball just hits the corner.
Fantastic shot by Weinbach. Matt tips his cap, acknowledges that.
4-3-2.
Yep. So yes, Bobby Korn, 10,000 is nice. This is actually the single largest prize. So other tournaments that had more total because they're dealing with seniors and more brackets, but it's the singest individual prize.
Matt hit an
Weinbach.
out ball there.
Oh, just over the net, Dave gets it. We're back to cross-court thinking game here.
Clip. Dave got his paddle in the way on that. It's famous
Nixon.
just a bit's wrong statement.
I don't want to chase it through the window, Matt.
So
It touched me.
So a little bit of humor going on there. But for those of you who don't know, so Dave Weinbach and Kyle Yates have been partners in multiple tournaments, won gold at U.S. Open, lots of places. Matt Wright and Dave Weinbach have been partners. And so there's a familiarity amongst the players there with their playing styles, both their strengths and their weaknesses. So we'll see how this plays out. We got a side out. The serves coming back to Deakin and Weinbach.
See Kyle playing here a couple feet off the line. Notice that, Rusty. He's not up on that kitchen line or closer to it. He's playing back a little bit.
And on both of these games so far, both of these matches so far, you know, players are heating up the ball really quick. Just in the few years that Pickleball Channel's been around, much more aggressive play. And Dave in particular, Dave has had a classically strong third shot drop, and he's driving a lot of those third shots in both of these last two matches.
Yeah. Definitely 80 to 90% proficiency on his third shot drop. He's known as one of the best, and you do see him driving probably 50-50 of the ball third shots today.
Serve comes back to Yates and Wright. 6-4-1. You know, so Kyle is playing. A lot of people say, get up to the line, get up to the line. Everything's a matter of, can you get a ball? He's young enough and fast enough. He might like some of the safety of taking a really hard volley, and he knows he can run in and get a drop if he needs to, perhaps.
Yeah, it's a very calculated decision on his part where to play. He knows these guys, all these four guys know each other very, very well.
Cross-court dink happening here.
Matt's trying to insert himself into this point.
Kyle going to both Deakin and Weinbach. Now Wright is in it.
Certainly,
Yates again and Deakin.
Certainly the longest dink rally we had.
So patience prevails there. Just hits the net on Wright Weinbach's team. They still have the serve.
7-4-2.
Score is 7-4-2.
Fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so some of you are watching. You do hear in the background, there's pretty much a good match anywhere on this facility.
Yeah, behind us we've got Simone Jardim, Lucy Kovalova playing, Catherine Parento.
And here you go, Wright serves to Weinbach. This is a semifinal match. The ladies are a little bit earlier in their bracket. All right, Deakin Weinbach call a timeout for strategic reasons, obviously, and we will be coming back to you shortly after about a minute. Hey everybody, I just wanted to say thank you to our sponsor Highlands and let you know Highlands leg cramps, thousands of pickleball players use them, but they also have other products for active people. You have the muscle therapy gel, Arnicade, Arnisport, obviously the leg cramps product, and there's also a restful legs product. Lots of products, we love them a ton. Give them some love and try out some of their products.
Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
All right, we're coming back from the timeout. The score is 8-4-2. Kyle tries to go around the post.
Just wide.
Just wide. And we have a side out.
4-8-1.
Dave with a really heavy third shot drive. Matt blocks it. Steve brings it up, and then Matt puts some heat behind it himself.
Yeah, that ball was going out. Matt couldn't get out of the way.
4-8-2.
Wow. Kyle turned that over. That was a very, very strong flip volley that surprised Dave a little bit.
We got another point on the board. We're down to a 3-point game here. Goes just a little long, side out. So Yates and Wright, 3 points away from closing this first game out. Kyle serves.
Great get by Matt.
Second serve.
It's a little short. We're going on to his second serve.
8-5-2.
Oh, Kyle, both feet off the ground a little bit to put that one away.
Yeah, check that ball.
So definitely Matt and Kyle don't
5-2.
want to give any leeway to these guys. Dinking again. Okay. All right, Kyle had a great lob earlier in the game. That one was a little low, was defended, but he was able to hang in it and take the point out.
You don't-
Down to a possible game point here. I don't know if Steve and Dave have any more timeouts yet. They're going to play the point. There you go. Matt drives that hard. Game number one goes to Weinbach. To Yates and Wright. We will be back to you with more great action here at the Franklin Pickleball Masters, hosted by Chicken N Pickle in a moment.
Hi, I'm John Brownie. I had a bad experience after 2 days in hot weather. I woke up with leg cramps. Remembered I'd been by the Highlands booth, took some of their pills. I was able to go back to sleep, get up and play the next day. I played all day and ended up winning a silver medal. All because I took the Highlands leg cramp pills. They were excellent, got me through the day.
Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
Thank you for tuning in. You're watching the Franklin Pickleball Masters Pro Invitational, hosted by Chicken N Pickle. This live stream is brought to you by Highlands Leg Cramps. Stop your cramp, not your game. And by Pickleball Channel, bringing pickleball to the entire world. Together, we are excited to make it possible to give you the best live media coverage of the Franklin Pickleball Masters, hosted by Chicken N Pickle.
Okay, we're back. Game number two is about to start in the men's doubles semi. Great opening dig session.
Yep. In the red shirt, folks, here, if you don't know him, it's Matt Wright from Wichita, Kansas here, local. His partner's Kyle Yates in the white. They're playing Steve Deakin in the black jersey and Dave Weinbach in the red hat.
Kyle tried to accelerate that come up in transition, but went a little bit long and wide.
0-1-1.
A little flick down the line there by Weinbach. Caught Kyle off guard just a little bit. Dumped that in the net. It's good to mix up speeds.
Dave Weinbach drives that third again. Now we're into the soft game. Kyle kind of. Kyle backhand to Dave. Dave tries to get it from behind his back, doesn't work. Even Matt Wright says pretty good. Again, a little playful banter. Like I said, a lot of these guys have played with each other. It's 1-1-2, Deakin serves. Dave does a third drop that time. Weinbach
Great.
saves it.
Dave said, how can it be that far ahead of it? He just misjudged the speed on that.
Tie score, 1-1-1.
Point.
Thank you, Liz Hurley. We are trying to accommodate as many people as possible here.
2-1-1.
Scores 2-1 at the Franklin Pickleball Masters.
Folks, that's why you attack the middle. So strategically smart. Matt just flicked that down the middle, and neither Steve or
Dave both went for it.
they hit paddles.
Score 3-1-1. Dave reaches over and gets that. Dave tries to go around the post, doesn't quite work. And we get a point for Yates and Wright.
4-1-1.
Starting to pull away a little bit. 4-1-1, still early in game number 2. Matt with a big Ernie shot. Jumps around the corner, puts it away. Just in case Dave asks, Mr. Dave Weinbach asks if it's okay. Ref says it was. Ref was actually looking down at the line to watch those feet. Wright serves to Deakin returns. Kyle tries to dodge out of the way. Ball hits his arm there a little bit. So we go to second server.
Dave's fast hands still almost got that net cord, but not to be.
6-1-2.
Scores 6-1-2. Yates serves. Deakin just hits the net. And then Wright just hits the net, but his goes long. We have a side out. We are here at Chicken N Pickle, Wichita. Folks, and if you're anywhere near Chicken N Pickle, I encourage you to go find it and visit, even within a couple of hours. It's a great place, good food, good community, and they're hosting this tournament. Ball, see, it almost looked like that ball just barely hit the net, might have affected it.
And Matt said he lost it.
Yeah.
The view, looking into that window, it can happen, folks. We've got a very unique venue here at Chicken N Pickle, but you can see the crowd is forming. We've had a great morning of pool play, and they're assembling for some great medal matches that are come up. This is the first men's semifinal.
All 4 players getting into the dinking action here.
Must have missed that Weinbach-ism.
Yeah, Dave's always throwing out little comments. Dave Weinbach there, and the crowd periodically enjoying it. I think he enjoys entertaining. The ball goes wide. I think it hits the front of the commentators' table.
6-3-1.
Still a little playful. Weinbach and Yates still joking with each other. Well, there's a lot on the line here, though. All 4 players touching this ball.
Great little inside out from Dave. Kyle was on it, but
Catches it in the armpit there a little bit.
6-3-2.
Scores 6-3-2. Matt Wright serving. That was atypical. Dave glanced to the left or something. I don't know if he was distracted. In the middle of that point, he just sort of looked off his left shoulder, which was interesting. But yes, we are here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm with Andy Gensch from Chicken N Pickle. Andy, thanks for joining us. This is Rusty Howes from Pickleball Channel. The score is 3-6-1.
if you don't know Steve Deakin and the Black folks, he's an up-and-comer. He's not been around quite as long as these other 3, but great player out of Vancouver, Canada. and you can see he can play with the top players here.
3-1. Point.
So that's a point for the team of Yates Wright. Kyle Yates is serving. Dave Weinbach returns.
That's Hansberg Franco versus Coop Newman, court 6.
Dinking.
We have a new match. Women's, Lee Waters.
4 back to Deakin, mixing it up.
Versus Simone Jardine, Lucy Kovlova. That's Waters, Parental,
See
Jardine,
who.
Kovlova.
A little high. Deakin's able to put it into the back of the court for
Great shot.
moving on to second server. Thank you for watching us so far. We're in game 2. This is a semifinal. Whoever wins this will go on to compete for gold and $10,000.
Come on! Nice shot, Kyle.
There you go. It just hits the back of that baseline there. Whoever loses will only have a chance to compete for bronze.
3-2.
Correct. Our silver medalists will earn $5,000 here. The team will, and our bronze medalists will earn $2,500. Just wide.
Matt tries to go. Steve ducks out of the way. Just wide. So Robin Barnett is keeping track of the brackets. You're correct. The winner of Johns and Stone. There's actually a little typo in there. Farias would compete. Great session.
The ultimate in patience right here. These guys are such good dinkers.
Oh! Matt goes to...
That ball was a half ball high. It needed to be about one full ball high.
Yeah.
Caught
So
the tape.
we will be bringing you both men's and women's today. Although our first 2 matches here are men's, we'll be doing some women's as well. Once again, we'll see the patience prevails.
They're so cautious to speed it up because all 4 can defend so well. Clearly the longest dink rally of the match.
It just hits the net. Still in play.
They've not given
Right.
anything to one another here, too. So what happened there was Matt got caught. He was out of position. He faked the Ernie or was anticipating the Ernie,
right?
and couldn't get back to the middle fast enough to cover that. And that's
And
what
Kyle was a little farther over. Yeah, Kyle just said so close. They're touching paddles. Keep their minds on the game there. Still a close game here.
6-8-1.
Scores 6-8-1.
Second serve. Yeah, got it. 6-8-2.
Scores 6-8-2.
Nice shot.
All right. Kyle handles 3 in a row. Dave Weinbach a little frustrated with himself. Hits it into the net.
8-6-1.
We're back with the lead with Yates Weinbach serving at 8-6.
Great shot by Steve Deakin there.
A lot of defense there. Kyle wasn't able to quite drop it. Second server.
Very strategic little chess match going on here with this dinking.
Kyle's quite a ways back right now. Deep in, almost in no man's land. Dave heats it up, hits the net. Matt Wright says yes. We got a point. And that gap's spreading out just a little bit. So we are in the men's semi. Checking to see the server. 2 points away from possible moving on to the gold medal. Kyle deep at the court.
Yeah, you don't see
Not
that
able
too
to
often.
drop it enough yet.
You don't see that too often, folks, where you got staggered partners. Matt's very boldly stayed up front there because he's so absolutely fast with his hands. Usually you'll see the guys in tandem more.
So it didn't work out. We got a side out. Another chance for Weinbach and Deakin to put some points on the board.
Wow.
Handled. Back into the soft game. Ooh, great lob. Deakin goes back. And they're keeping him deep in the court.
And they're going to work their way back up. Unbelievable.
Reset the point. Here we are again. Chest bump by Dave Weinbach and Steve Deakin.
7-9-2, I believe. Let's see if they can get this going here.
Weinbach checking to make sure he's the correct server, gets the right spot. If you don't know it and you serve from the incorrect spot, you lose your serve or the point. Dave tries to hit it hard while he's transitioning, ends up in the net. Frustrated there, looks to the sky.
Said, give me
Now
that
we
one
move on to
again.
second server, right?
7-9-2.
Wow.
There you go. Deakin jumps up in the air, hits that back, gets the point. Wright and Weinbach dialoguing, trying to talk some strategy. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Game number 2 of a semi. Big overhead angle from Kyle, undefendable by Steve. So in the red in the near court. That's side out. So Matt Wright and Kyle Yates are trying to close out game number 2 to be able to move on to the gold. Hi everyone, I want to give a shout out and a thank you to our sponsor Highlands. We literally could not do this without them. They have another product called Muscle Therapy Gel. I use it myself and a lot of other athletes use it as well, including pickleball players. So give it a try and you might like it too.
Claims based on traditional homeopathic practice, not accepted medical evidence, not FDA evaluated.
10-8-1.
All right, we are back from a timeout. Defended. Oh, what a point. And game number 2 goes to Matt Wright and Kyle Yates. Score 11-8. Some great pickleball here, folks. We will come back to you with more matches later in the game after this.